Thank you, Mr. Maina, for welcoming us to your house and your home. We are here to take an interview about how you are faring on in retirement, and we would anchor our interview on 3 items: how you prepared for retirement in terms of your finances, how you prepared yourself psychologically, and how you prepared yourself socially in terms of your family, your friends, and other close associates. Welcome, Mr. Maina.
I think I can say I started preparing for retirement about 10 years before I exited Kenya. That was around 1998. And I decided that I wanted us to, and of course my family, to be both urban and rural. So in 1998, I bought a house in Nairobi and moved my family from Nyahururu to Nairobi. And I decided I wanted to mainly concentrate my business in Nairobi or around Nairobi. So my family moved in 1988. Of course, I bought this through the cutters of Kenyan. They gave me a mortgage. And so I want to commute between Okaria and Nairobi. And I bought a few properties around here, and because I wanted to do something after retirement. I bought a plot in, one of the plots I had was around Ruiru, near the Ruiru Thika Highway and the Eastern Bypass area. And that was in the year 2002. So from that time, I started developing that plot slowly with a little leftover money I had. So by the time I retired in 2006, there was a structure which we are able to start using it in 2007. So by the time I retired, there was an ongoing project. So I transited very easily into my own business. At the same time, I was doing forestry in Nyandarua. That started much earlier. So I planted my first lot of trees in 2005. And that was an ongoing project. But the main business was around Ruiru. So when I left service, I just went and did some more development on it. So by January 2007, we had a number of shops which were operational. And I and Mama took one of them, and we started a hardware business. We had a big store there. And I think through the shopping and so on, that made me know Nairobi very well. So at least in terms of finances, that took quite a bit of the money I got from Kenyan. And of course, I was able to get some returns and continued with developing that plot. I relocated the project to Kiambu, and where I've been developing it gradually.
What are you doing with that development after relocation from Thika Road in Kiambu?
The development at Ruiru was a mixture of both commercial shops and some apartments. But when I went to Kiambu, I couldn't get a similar site. So I decided to just develop some flats, apartments. I have done probably 50% of what I should do. Let's say because of starting early, there was not a lot of change. Because as I said, I had already settled in Nairobi in the estate where my family was up to the time I was retiring. That's around Pangani. So I had integrated with people there. I had some social and business community which we are interacting with. And my family, of course, was already settled. So although the children were in various schools out of Nairobi. So for me, I didn't find it very difficult to settle because I had friends already. I think I had some resources to start me off. And as I told you, probably in 6 months after retirement, I started to get some income, an extra income. So it wasn't, I didn't see much of a shock. The only good thing I felt is that I could now manage my own time.
Now, it is 16 years since you returned from KenGen, and I think you look almost the same way when I was ushering you into retirement. Can you share with us the secret once you are happy retirement, because you are good in grooming, you are good in health? Can you give us some tips around those areas?
Well, I think I can say just God's grace. Because I know we have, I and Mama, we have been in good health. So I think it's mainly God's grace. And but again, also planning well so that you don't have these shocks. When you retire, you start. It's, as I told you, it's not. It was not a completely new life. She was already in business, so she helped me. So I think you have to plan well, and also you have to look at the things that your employer was giving you or providing for you, and try to provide them for you as much as you can. So, well, we took a medical cover. So at least you make sure you have your regular checkups, and of course you consult on diet so that you eat well. You at least so that you maintain your body.
I see a very positive attribute from you. Despite you not using the cover, you have religiously continued to renew the cover because of any eventuality. And I think it's a note which should go to other members about to retire. Despite you paying a medical premium, there is need to have medical cover because illness does not come knocking. Now, Mr. Maina, tell us 3 issues which you encountered as challenges in retirement.
Really, I think they are not really challenges, but commitments to something that you want to succeed. Because I think all of them have been good challenges in terms of wanting to finish what you want to do. As for negative impacts, I must say, I don't know. I don't know.
Good to hear that. You have talked about projects in retirement, and I have seen, thank God to you because you have been able to almost achieve and complete the projects you started in retirement. In terms of project someone is anticipating to start in retirement, what would be your advice?
My advice is that you start thinking about it very early, and if possible, start it in a small way. So that in terms of taking shape, and also in terms of taking shape, you already know what you want to do. That is if you have not started it. But have something in mind and be committed to it. I think most of the people I've found is that they have come across who fail, is that at the time of retirement, they only have ideas. But there is nothing that they are really committed to. So when you come out of jobs, you get mixed up. So I think it's good to decide well in advance. 3 years or earlier before retirement of what you want to do.
To hear about you, Mr. Maina, in retirement, can you tell us, tell your colleagues who are about to retire, a parting shot about retirement?
I must say is that retirement is inevitable, and if you plan it well, you enjoy it, and ask God to give you good health, because good health is everything. But of course, you become a contributor to good health because you must maintain it. So just plan well, and be a social being like anybody else.